Hi guys, Tic here, and welcome back to another Feed the Beast episode. This is going to be a lot of different clips all mixed together because I'm doing lots of different things, trying to get my IC2 stuff up to scratch because we've really been doing nothing with that, and I need to get some serious power going. So I'm just going to show you around the build at the minute. I've made a few changes. So I started to work on the entrance a little bit. This is just going to rise up a little bit further. Fantastic obsidian pressure plates. Those have been pretty useful. Not much has changed in here. I've got rid of all the chests because I will show you that shortly. These are actually two new iron furnaces because somehow I've had creepers come in here and that's just been blowing all my stuff up. This thing seems to be basically indestructible to creepers though. And that is my handy little portal pedestal. But yeah, despite all the creepers that have come into this room, that thing has been okay the whole time. Here are my two turtles. First one, that's Honeydew, and the other one is Dig Dug. Alright, let's go up here a little bit. Alright, so I've started to work on decoration. And this is what I do basically when I'm not recording. I'm collecting materials in the most boring ways possible and doing sort of the smaller base building decoration type stuff. So these are light fixtures and they're pretty good. I haven't hooked them up to a light switch or anything. They're actually just on levers at the minute, but I might hook them up to something where I can turn them on or off. Enchanting room. I've put a couple of diamond chests in some rooms so that I've got storage. This is going to be for my Thorncraft stuff, and I'm also going to put the Soul Forge in here, I think, rather than in the enchanting room. Nether portal, and we'll be visiting that again in a minute. This is where my Mistcraft stuff is going to go, but at the minute... oh right, it's disappeared, okay. Apparently they don't stick around if they're wild. There was a cat in there. And this is for the, obviously, Twilight Forest. I would love to do more recording in the Twilight Forest, but as soon as I start recording, after a little bit, it slows everything down, and then eventually Minecraft just crashes out, so I can't really do very much in there. I did clear out a labyrinth, which is where I got my shiny gear from. I did get quite a lot of good stuff from there. I discovered a secret room, which was pretty cool. Alright, further on down here. So once again, started on the decoration. We cleared out this room a little bit. This is where we're going to start on all our IC2 stuff. Got a little bit further in here. This setup is really inefficient at the minute. It's not self-sufficient at all, and after a while that just stops. I'll need to fill that up with fertilizer, but I'll do that later. So, there's nothing down there just yet. And then we come onto the storeroom. So I've been working in filling on all these walls. And then I'll be hooking them up to a router and barrels in the corners and down. I've got special spaces here, where I'll be putting a barrel in each. So it's similar on each side, and then I'll also be doing it over here to hook up all the sides. Just put something like netherrack in there. I'm not going to be too worried about it. And the other thing that I built without thinking, to be honest, I was going to do one of these for you first, but then I just sort of did it, which is a shame, is two of my iron tanks. So, obviously this one's biomass, and this one's lava, and we're going to be working with this one primarily today. We're going to go geothermal to start with, but as I said, I'm going to try and build something of everything, so we will also get some solar, nuclear, the whole lot. Alright, so firstly, we're going to go to the nether and build up a pump system and hook it up to this iron tank so that we're pumping in iron. Lava, not iron. Alright, so firstly we're going to need... I'm going to use biogas engines because I've got a lot of biomass, so I can pump all that in basically for and be okay forever. I think I've got something like 800 buckets of biomass in there, so that's not going to run out anytime soon. Right, the other thing we're going to need is ender tanks. And clearly we need these because I've forgotten exactly how to build it. Whoops. Wool. I don't have the wool. Alright, that's here. Clearly we need the ender tanks to take the lava out of the nether and the biomass back in. Let's just get rid of all this. And we are also going to need a chunk loader because we need the nether to be alive all the time. Alright, so that, and that. And now we need some pumps. So a pump is a miner. Don't think I actually... Do I need anything else other than that? No, not that one. The other one. Mining well. Redstone. Okay. Hello. Iron gear. Iron pickaxe. I forgot it the wrong way around here. Okay, so 2 of those, and then stick a tank in there, and now we've got our pumps. We've already got quite a few liquiducts because we set those up for the arboretum. Let's put that away. See, I've been collecting quite a lot of stuff. You can see this is where I've been from the and the TNT as well from the labyrinth. There's so much TNT and other delicious things there. And what we're going to need for the biogas engines to start them off is levers. Alright. So let's make our way to the nether and see what we can do. Gonna have to build a platform. Now I've already picked out a place that I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop it straight underneath my portal. I can't remember what the colours were. I'll have to come back and do that. Alright, so we've got our jetpack, and that is set to hover mode, so we're not going to fall and die. And I'm going to just drop this somewhere over here. Don't fall in the lava, that would be good. Alright, so it doesn't matter really how high up we are, because the pumps will just automatically drop a pipe down that pretty much covers it. And we want this to be quite long because we're going to separate out the pipes, because I don't want to get all the pipes mixed up, and that's also problematic. Let's just get that going. Okay. And get the first ender tank. Now, I think this ender tank is already filled and got lava in it, because I done messed up. I forgot my omni wrench. Classic. And I got rid of the blue portal last time because I mess up occasionally with my portals, and I accidentally use the blue one when I definitely don't want to do that. That's the wrong thing for me to do. Where is my base? Of course, it's right up above it. Durr. And I can use this opportunity to check the colours of the tanks as well. So alongside each of the iron tanks is a ender tank, one for in and one for out. I originally was going to have 4, but that's ridiculously overkill, completely unnecessary. Okay, so in is white, white, yellow, and out is white, green, white. So ender tanks by default are already white, so we want that and one of those. So let's just double check that, and then grab my wrench. So in white, white, yellow, out white, green, white. Okay. Here's my equipment chest. So you can see this is the stuff that I picked up in the labyrinth. It's amazing. I'm not going to use it though because, well, just yet, but mostly because I will probably die if I go to use it. Alright, let's get back in here. Now as soon as we flip this to out, it's going to push the lava out into the biogas engines, which is good. Biogas engines only need like maybe 250 MB, I think it's micro buckets, of lava to start with, and as long as you don't shut them off, they never use any more. Okay, so that one's got some, that one's got some. Alright. Now, out was white, green, white. Boom, look at that. Fantastic. Now these things don't have anything to power just yet, so you can see they've started to turn on, but they shouldn't actually move because there's nothing for them to power. Alright. And they're facing the wrong way at the minute, but we'll be able to fix that shortly. That was completely unnecessary. Come on, come on, come on. Alright. So if we just set our pumps down, go. Alright, so you can see, there they go, they're starting off. Those are pumps, so they're going to pump lava up. Alright, and now for the next part. We want to make sure that this is definitely receiving. Okay, boom. So you can see that's pushing that in there. And now we have lava. Now what we need to do is drop the chunk loader in here. So currently it's doing a radius of 2, which is 9 chunks in total, so you can see here. We're going to increase that to 3, so that this is definitely always loaded. Hits the center of the apex of the 4 chunks near it is, one it's in, and then the closest corner. And so we want to make sure that that definitely includes all that. Okay, so I can't remember if I need to set anything different on the actual ender tank itself, but we'll find that out shortly. Once we load back in here, we may need to build another chunk loader to load up my base all the time. But that's not too much of a worry. Once we're there, we can do that. If this is all done right, we should be able to see lava pouring in. Oh yeah, you can see it already. Look at that. We're already up to 140 buckets of lava. Fantastic. See, now that's pretty useful stuff. So the next part that we really need to worry about is starting to get all the power together. And we're going to be turning that into power through geothermal generators. We're going to hook up a good number of them and then push those out to MFEs or MFSUs, and that will be our starting block for power. So once I've got that sorted, I'll be back. Alright guys, welcome back. It's about 4 hours since the last video, and I went to go find some diamonds and sort of shore up my some of my materials so I could get the next part done, and it's taken just about up until now to get it all done. I finally found some diamonds. I'll give you a quick idea of where it was. So here's the coordinates of where I am, and hereabouts is the coordinates of where I finally found diamonds. I was mostly looking for surface spawn, so yeah, not the most efficient way, but it paid off. I found another portal gun. This is the Atlas's portal gun. So now I've got an extra set of portals in my base. So this is my travel gun, which is this portal and the yellow one elsewhere, and then Atlas for inside the building. I've also got this unbreaking and repair on the same pickaxe. This pickaxe will never run out. Forever. Okay, so I've started to set up here. This is just my ender tank into some liquid ducts. We need to go get our geothermal generators. Then we need to make some glass fiber cables, and then we need to make our MFEs. So first thing is the geothermal generators. So glass, empty cells, generator, fine iron, nice and easy. We've already got some bat boxes. That would be good for lower voltage machines. Right, we need some glass fiber cable because the MFEs take in a certain amount and then they push out a certain amount. I think it's 128 EU per tick. Right. Whoops. And we're going to need energy crystals for our MFEs to make them. Let's just make sure. And we're going to need machine blocks as well. And there's an LV transformer, so for lower voltage machines we are going to have the LV transformer there, just to make sure it doesn't blow up the other machines, because they can't take higher voltage than 32. Don't need that one, and don't need that one. Now I'm sure I've missed one. No, maybe not. No, okay, apparently not. So let's get the MFEs going. So we've got the MFEs, we've got our glass fiber cable and our geothermals, a low voltage transformer and some bat boxes. Alright, so let's go set this up. My jetpack has been out of power for a very long time now, so it's about time we got that sorted. It's quite late, so I will probably do this and then okay. I probably need to set that to go push out. Trusty wrench. So yeah, I'm really chuffed about the two portals thing, because it was always a worry. And in fact, whilst I was out and about, I did actually make the mistake of using the wrong set of portals. That means I need to power it, doesn't it? Why is that not working? Okay, maybe they need to be actually pushing something out before it'll do anything. Right. So, first MFE. Ah, yeah, there we go. Alright. So we're going to just put the other one on top. So they should both be charging. Yep. It's not super fast, but it's fast enough for our needs at the minute. Yeah. Because it's splitting the current between both of these. This one will not be... It won't be able to fight too much against the draw from the jetpack, but that's okay. Okay. Actually, let's get rid of that. There we go. We want to make sure that the high voltage side of the transformer is facing the MFEs. What we will do is we will take the current into the wall so that we'll have a big wall space behind here where we can do all the cabling and stuff and have the machines out here or embedded into the wall, and they'll be able to draw all the power there. And for the really high voltage machines, we'll probably do the same on the other side. So when we step up to 512 or even the higher ones, 2048 I think, and then 8192. But in the meantime, we can start to push in here. That's wall, so this will be the center. And this can be our maintenance route. Alright, so that's going to be drawing all the power out of this thing for now until those fill up. It's good to be able to fly again. Alright, so this will never run out because we are drawing in so much lava. We'll never be able to do that. We'll probably actually be able to build up to 4 more geothermal generators, and I probably will actually do that. so that we make sure that we're pushing out as much power as possible to keep these tied up, and then I'll probably build another 2 MFEs and hook that in. I could probably have moved the MFEs back one. Nah, it doesn't matter too much. Alright. Yeah, so quite happy with that. It's now a much more renewable source of energy. It's not likely to run out anytime soon. And I can start to power off machines, so I'll probably build some of the low-class machines first, and those are ones you've already seen, so compressor, extractor, electric furnaces. Build those into this section over here. Down there we'll probably build like blast furnaces and so forth. But what we'll do is we'll tie up multiple MFEs against each one, so they've got their own power supply. Alright, so that's it for this half. Join us again later, and we'll be doing some of the more exciting machine work. Ta-ta.